This is a map where you can easily go double open if all AWP and auto sniper if you want to, but you need the money. You also need the money from Molotovs to buy time.
Ultra aggressive push here from Fnatic. They're going 3 guys into B halls. They just annihilate Kiyoshima and then fall back. That's one of the ways that Fnatic can have of taking control on the map. They get that initial frag. They put Envy on notice. Say, hey, we're here to play. We're not done yet. That's a very strong power play for Fnatic to go for. And now they can fall back and play safe angles. They don't need to give anything over to Team EnVyUs. Flusha playing short decides to fall back to A site. That's exactly what he needs to do. Yeah, very solid start here for Fnatic in this round.
One playing a little bit close to the smoke while they still have a man on B as well. Kind of a hard setup for them to predict, but see if they're going to work out for Envy. They still got the bomb outside. They've got a lot of mid control, so they could easily go for a split through checkered and main. See if they can get their way in. 50 seconds left, and Crims, that's a cheeky position up on the box, looking over the edge of the smoke. Very hard for Kenny to see what's happening on the other side here. 45 seconds, and now Fnatic is starting to rotate back through the middle, so they're going to catch them coming out here. I think JW's in the middle. He's actually going to go down to NBK, and that triggers the rotation back towards the bomb site. And here comes the Envy Avalanche, and Pronax is right at the edge. He drops one, goes for a second. Great defense. NBK's gone. The bomb is down, and that's what they needed.
This is what happens sometimes when you overcomplicate matters, when you're just hesitating on where you need to commit rather than taking that fight. I mean, it looked like it was going their way in mid, but that flash timing, this time it actually works out for Pronax. He turns away in time, and it's Envy that get flashed. So it all worked out. And now, well, Kenny, what can he do with 9 seconds left? Just hold on to this AWP. He doesn't care. He still has the money to rebuy it if he needs to. Easy little parting shot there on Pronax, avenging his fallen, comrades, and a headshot on Olaf as well. Somebody stop this man. Flush is thinking about it. Flush, door is open. Knock, knock, anybody home? Kenny answers with a shot, and there you go. End of the round.
Yeah,
Kenny lives.
That's actually where that knock-knock, scenario ends. Not, like no more. I'd probably leave that person alone as well. That was the reply. This is really important for Pronax. If he dies, then they still do have... They had Flusher coming in at a truck as well, who maybe could have caught the enemy members passing by, but it wouldn't have been easy, and there was a good chance they would have got the bomb plant. So a really nice round from Pronax there.
They've changed up how they aren't going aggressive. Instead, they're going aggressive squeak. This is Olafmeister now, just with the rifle and happy with a bit of an off angle, catches Olafmeister off guard. And so Fnatic, nobody there to back off either. He was on his own.
Flush up outside of the B bomb site, getting the kill on Kiyoshima there, so pretty good job. Kenny jumping, look over the smoke, gonna put in a Molotov in the back lines, but they can't really do anything about that. He's just gonna rotate out. They didn't have the angle to stop him from leaving that corner, so that's a bit of a shame. 4 versus 3 here, and we need a kill to get back in the round.
I'm sure they know that Happy is here, but they don't need to challenge him, Fnatic. They don't need to take that risk. Instead, they're just locking out his teammates. So Happy is this independent threat that really isn't going to achieve too much apart from potentially hold Fnatic here. He is keeping 2 players on this site. But right now, I mean, 45 seconds left, and Envy haven't decided to back off towards B. They do have NBK looking to get lucky out in mid, see if he can catch somebody out of position. And he's making noise over B, so that's where you see Flusha and Pronax. They're kind of hesitating. Do we commit to the hold here, or do we actually go back towards A? And Pronax is working his way back to truck into CT. So Envy at this point, I mean, Fnatic are playing this beautifully. They haven't given anything to Envy to work with. And Envy desperately need a frag. As I say that, NBK finds Crims.
Smoke is up. Nice shot from JW there with that max 7. Still doing a little bit of damage in that bomb site. Gonna get sprayed down by Happy. That's gonna leave it up to a bit of a clutch situation here for Flusher. 10 seconds left. That bomb is being put down. If he had a grenade, he could have won the round right then and there. But he doesn't. He's gonna have to do it the hard way. Walking into a crossfire that's been set up here between the 2 Frenchmen. Not an easy situation. Happy takes care of business. Triple kill and double on NBK. And that resets the Fnatic economy. Now they are in a world of trouble.
This is a catastrophe for Fnatic. They cannot lose a round like that. They 3 on 4. I mean, they started here, right there. 3 on 4. Fnatic have the correct read on the situation as well. JW doing his damnedest to stop Envy from getting out onto that site with the Swag 7. It just doesn't work. Doesn't pan out for him. Fnatic, they're stumped. Envy are just going to railroad them at this point, because now Envy, they have a chance to just, once again, get a little bit more flush with the economy. Make sure that they get these anti-ecos, keep people alive, just like at the beginning of the half, and really farm up.
2 people on the B bomb site does not seem like enough to stop what's coming their way. And the rest of Fnatic, they're really far away, not going to be able to rotate in. Apex picking up 2, and Crims almost going down. And well, it's going to be 100% bomb plant here. Crims takes a grenade right to the skull, and it's going to be up to Olafmeister trying to see if he can get some exit frags all the way in the back line here. They do line up for him, but not going to be quite enough here. And that will be 7-1 with Apex, or sorry, Happy currently 11-2-2, Apex at 8-1-2, and MDK at 8-2-2 as well. So just, I mean, right now, nobody on Fnatic has more than 3 kills. And we are starting in the 9th round.
Yeah, that's unheard of.
I don't think that's ever happened ever before.
This is a complete collapse.
Not for Fnatic.
Even though Olofmeister wasn't getting kills, though, it really is like a joy to watch him work with his movement, how he's just aims. I mean, it's just so frustrating to see that, you know, he isn't connecting with those shots. And JW nearly gets caught out. NBK looking for the punish. They're getting fired up. 1-for-1 trade over on that A site. An aggressive push into A main coming through there for Fnatic, but then Apex is already pushed up short. He catches Olofmeister out. He is walking into a crossfire though, so he has to be careful. Smoke goes up just in the nick of time, but JW still gets the kill. He loses his teammate though, and now that bomb, it's made its way onto the site.
They have such a good position right now, and look how smart they are as well. Kenny planting on the outside of the bomb plant, so the rest of the team come hell out. If he plants default here, that's an awful bomb plant for where his teammates are. But right now, Kiyoshima, he can see it. Even coming up at highway, you could do something about that. JW and Flusher, well, they're both going to go down. It's a team ace for Envy. Right now, the French team is just out of control. And Fnatic, this is honestly the first time I think we've seen a true Fnatic meltdown. At a tournament like this,
unheard of. You're talking about the most consistent CSGO team in pretty much, I mean, CSGO history. That's it. I mean, Fnatic, 3 times, like 3 of these players on Fnatic hold 3 major titles. Pronax, JW, and Flusha are part of the original lineup with Schneider and Devilwalk to win the first CSGO major at Dreamhack Winter 2013. And then they actually got back-to-back majors this year. The first 2 majors of this year, they picked up, again, a first. So this is, I mean, the thought of them completely collapsing here on the last map of this best of 3 and giving it up to Envy.
And we've got to point out as well, this is a CT-sided map. We're kind of expecting Fnatic to take the majority of the rounds, whereas obviously that's too late. That ship has already sailed. This is, right now, you'd wish you'd speak Swedish and could listen into the comms.
If I could listen, I might actually have an idea of like what's going on here or what they're discussing. But obviously, well, you know, we don't have the comms here, so.
No comms.
No comms, no comms.
Could try for some improv. Swedish and Danish are kind of close to each other.
It's true, it's true.
It could be done.
Hey man, you know, I'm using Duolingo. I'm working on it.
Nice. I like
Jag
it.
talar inte svenska.
Ah, there we go.
Jag förstår inte svenska.
You're becoming super pro. I like it.
Actually, those are like my 2 big phrases, that and things that I can't actually say on stream.
Don't say that, dude. Let the people believe. I mean, it is. I mean, right now, here's the thing. Whatever you come up with, whatever kind of motivational speech you're giving, and whatever tactics you're gonna, you know, convince your teammates this is gonna be what brings us back. It has to work for more than just a couple of rounds. You know, right now. You can only sort of psych yourself up to like, we're gonna get back in as the Fnatic, you know, super comeback here. That only works if you actually get results. The first sign of trouble, that mask is going to shatter and you're going to be right back in the hole again.
I mean, they're going for correct plays, Fnatic. We've seen how they've tried to change up their approach. They've played passively, holding back on the sides. They've played with aggressive plays on both extremities of the map, which is what you're supposed to go for. They start off with the triple push into B halls. They catch Kiyoshima there. That's excellent, right? Then they can fall back and try and play off of that. Next up, they go for the double push into A main. That's also a very solid strategy to go for because 1 pop flash in and Envy, I mean, you are going to find a kill there. But it's the follow-up. It's the fact that Fnatic right now they get the advantage in the round, but then they're struggling to hold on to it in the clutch situations. They're struggling to trade effectively, which is just really odd to see considering just how, I mean, we talk about Fnatic in the same sentence you mentioned like hive mind, right? They're just linked mentally. They always seem to get the positioning right or the crossfire right. We're just seeing that come apart a little bit at the edges right now. Envy, they've just got so much pressure on the Swedes that we're actually seeing the 2-time major champions, 3-time major champions crumble. The timeout can go for about 3 minutes. There's Hastro, and I think we might be. The timeout can go for about 3 minutes. There's Hastro, the owner of Team Envy. Awesome guy. All the love, Hast. Yeah. That's right. And
someone who actually takes very good care of his players, which is enjoyable.
The best.
I mean, you've got to imagine, or they're in a soundproof booth, so they can't hear a single thing. You've got to imagine that. You know, it's gonna be, you know, silent as a crypt in there. It's like, it must be very, very hard to get the actual, you know, good times up and running, see if they can get that momentum back here. Of course, they're playing right into a round where they have no armor and pistols, so the tactical timer, not so much for this round, more for the upcoming one, but it is a good start anyway, with JW picking up Happy on that boost.
They haven't really gone for that. Fnatic, 3 guys up the top mid like that, the aggression all out. I mean, they are bringing him out. They actually roast Olafmeister alive, NBK. Crims though with the backstab from Vents, only one, but then JW's there. This is just complete and utter chaos. They do come out ahead, Envy, but that was way too close. Fnatic just kept feeding people into the blender, and they just couldn't quite, you know, they lost the entire arm, Anders. That's it, it's gone. It's done.
Well, Flush is still here, and he actually got the kill on Kiyoshima, but not gonna happen. He gets shot in the face anyway. If Crims had been through those vents and had anything but a pistol,
yeah,
even if he had a lawnmower, if I get a chance of getting a couple of more kills there, just driving them over. I mean, if he had a rifle, he would have killed two kills at least, and maybe 3 in the round would have been 1. That was a bit hard to watch. This is the round that Fnatic have been preparing for. Now, this is why they took the timeout. They've got the open JW, and let's see if they can make this one work. If they get 9-6 and win the pistol in the second half, it is doable. But it's a very long shot at the moment.
It is. Absolutely is. It also comes back to my earlier point of it all being in Envy's head. And what, you know, they have the lead right now. Everything is going great, but Fnatic can always start to chain rounds together, and then it comes down to a question of whether Envy have that mental strength to withstand that and not crumble like they did in the finals of Cologne. So here we go. Full rifles across the board. Excellent little dunk nade up there onto Happy. He's down to 50 HP. Apex is down to 70. Well, now Envy, they're just going to go crashing in. 1-for-1 trade again. Crims from the vents, just lethal, doing the damage.
That grenade was perfect, but it did also reveal where Flusher was. You can tell that they knew it instantly, so maybe a bit of a risk to actually throw that one. He does get traded here. Crims taking a fight with NBK, and he's going to come charging out of there. Takes down Crims, leaving Pronex alone on this side, and he can't withstand it. He goes down, he takes Kenny with him, and now 2 versus 3. Can they get that bomb plant down once again? Envy, if they win this round, Fnatic's spine, it might just crack entirely. Bomb is being planted as a very open plant. Because where Happy is, he can come in and help out. I don't see any way of retaining the site for Fnatic, not with the equipment that they have. They should fall back here and try and save it, even though that's a painful choice to make as well.
They just need rounds so desperately. If JW had hit that shot, they would have gone for it. But guess what? Peekaboo! Happy's here. Picks up. Oh, what a great shot in the end as well. Olafmeister just tombed. And that is 10 rounds for Envy. Fnatic sitting on 1 single round, and again, their money, they just cannot get it going. They have to force buy though, Anders. I mean, they need every round now. They can't. They have to take the risk.
Yeah, I have to agree. You have to admire the elegance of Happy's position here. If they try and exit, he's there to get the exit frags and take them out. If they try and go for the defuse, then he can run in the vents, go and check it, and shoot them as the defusing. It works either way. And completely merciless as well, just not letting them get anything here. 10-1 is the scoreline, and Happy continuing, getting another kill in here. Apex opening up this bomb site, going to be heading a headshot once on Pronex. Flusher is in the back lines, has a deagle and doing a little bit of damage at least, but Envy not even going to try and fight him. So if you're going to be in the, well, Happy is, but the rest of Envy going to be out of there.
And what does JW do now? He just goes YOLOing in. I mean, he didn't really have many options, but he doesn't know that the bomb is actually heading all the way over to the A site. Flusher wasn't able to get that information for him. So once again, Envy are going to have the advantage. They can plant the bomb pretty much wherever they want, and Fnatic can't really do anything to stop that. JW is probably going to back off to hold on to the AK, but then, I mean, it's still 1 kill. If Olaf can find a 1-dig somewhere, it's not going to happen. Kenny catches him out in the open, and it is just going to fall apart here. JW's now in a 1v3. He's kind of committed to this as well. There's no getting out of this spot until NBK backs off from quad boxes. So this, yeah, again, Envy, they're just so good at just maintaining the pressure now. It just feels like they know that they've got this in the bag.
Gets the kill, but without the kid, he can't even charge in there and hope that no one's going to be on the side. He has to just back off. So what a round here, and great job from Happy getting those 2 kills there to start off with. 11-1. I think he's also at 16-5 right now. Happy top fragging in the game.
12 on NBK, who's also much more consistent after that first map where he was really slow to begin, and 11 on Apex. All 3 guys just doing work right now. Kenny doesn't even have to go big. He's positive 7-1 and 4, but you know, at this point the rifles are just doing so much work for Envy. This quick pace. But now Fnatic, yeah.
I mean, just to point as well, Kiyoshima has only died twice in 12 rounds. That's just a bit ridiculous at this point, isn't it? Die once every 6 rounds. You're doing something right. Fnatic, they need a way back in, and I actually have no idea what's going to be the path that they're going to have to take here. I think they're going to have to show us. This is essentially uncharted territory in terms of comebacks. If they make this work, then truly be magnificent. JW going to trade here early on. Good pop flash is coming in as well from the NV side, and Flusher is going to hit a kill on Kiyoshima, but he goes down right afterwards. The MBK picks up the bomb, and this could be a real retake here. 3 versus 3, definitely doable on this map, but Kenny in the back line to drop Olaf.
Yeah, and he had the utility as well. He had a smoke and a flash, Olafmeister. They could have really used that Fnatic to try and cut up some of these crossfires. Not going to happen, though, and then it turns into a straight aim battle, and you do not want to be fighting NBK right now. He bests Pronax, and it's going to come down to Crims 1v3. And he's not even going to be able to take out NBK. NBK unstoppable. A triple kill in the round for him. 12-1. Anders, it's not possible. I mean, it's just not when you're talking about Fnatic. They would never allow a 16-1 to happen.
A lot of people said this was the revenge match, right? This was it.
To end it once and for all. The uncertainty of DreamHack Winter, where Fnatic folded and forfeited the game. Are EnVy saying, well,
I think more down to the last major where they ended up.
Yeah,
I think that's the big one there. Apex is going to be going down early on here. Crims picking up that kill. Is double up set up here on the Fnatic side. So last attempt, the last try here to see if they can get a couple of rounds on the board at least. Make it to 3 and 12.
A little bit of a step there. Pronax would have definitely heard it. So he knows up close he's got a second man there to support him. JW with that AWP. And a fourth and a third one here on short, as we see from Flusha. The setup is here for Fnatic. EnVy, they're going to go onto that A side again. They've had so much success here. They've had success everywhere on the map, but this is still looking good. MBK once again opening up, but he's taken out by Pronax, and Pronax looking for the spray. Nearly takes out Kenny in the process. 2 players now solid on the site, and they just go charging, and Kiyoshima is gone. Kenny misses the shot, and this is now going to be down to Happy in a 1v3. He's got time to play with, and he hits that jump. Nicely done, Happy. Good air movement. But still a very tough situation. He's in that triangle of doom, and the bomb is waiting, and it's not going to happen. Second round on the board for Fnatic. They're not going down without a fight, Anders.
It's hard to get very excited here as EnVy do pick up 3 AWPs. Got the money for it, might as well buy. Probably some of them are going to change out, and there's also a double up on the other team.
Kiyoshima does this. He might have the spawn as well, I wonder. Because he'll just like hop skip these over towards the B site, over towards the B halls, and then just hold and take one shot with the AWP. That's exactly what he's doing. Cheeky bugger.
Yep. And that's been his role here on the T side anyway, just controlling B, making sure no one pushes up. Fnatic did it once, they don't want to let it happen again. JW is in the middle, and see if they can pick up a third round here, Fnatic. It has to start somewhere, 1 round at a time.
Man, he is just such a threat. Again, Happy. Man, he is just such a threat. Reminds me of another guy who used to do this all the time, Swag. Just play with that door, stays, make sure that the CTs are always worried about overextending or showing themselves on short. Nice pop flash into A main. Pronax with the spray, and he will remove Kenny from the map. So a man advantage now for Fnatic. That's the kill. Now they just need to play solid. They need to play safe, Fnatic, from here on out.
That was looking for a minute like some crazy spray, but
yeah, it was. Or like Kenny would somehow live and then 180 headshot him. I mean, when it comes to Kenny and like, godlike offers like that, anything's possible, right?
Crims in the middle, and a nice peek there, not exposing himself very much, and takes down MBK, but Pronax has been dropped in the meantime. Bomb is in the middle, and if they collapse on the A bomb site right now, it's going to be Flusher alone here. So what he needs to do is buy time for the rotation to come in. He has to stay alive. Taking too many fights right now could lose them the round, and ultimately the last of the half, that would be devastating. Flusher goes down at Kiyoshima, and the backup is just too far away. JW not hitting the shot either, and EnVy, they find the perfect opening, essentially.
They sneak their way in there, and now Happy, I mean, Olafmeister, no joy for him. 2 opts to retake the A site with Fnatic. This is not an easy task they have on their hands. And JW, they're just looking, and he does step out into the open. Good challenge, but they don't get the kill. Still a 2-on-3, and they sneak their way onto the site, but then they line up, and Apex is there to mow them down! That is it! Apex chooses the perfect time to peak, and it's a 13-2 finish at the end of the half. Complete and utter dominance from EnVy. They just wiped the floor with Fnatic in the first half on the third map of this series.
None of the Swedes getting into double digits after playing 15 rounds. That I don't think that's ever happened. There must be a statistic somewhere. I don't think it's ever happened to Fnatic.
Where's Olafmeister? 2 kills at the end of the first half. This is like Kenny level stuff. From the last, it's flipped.
That's the revenge match.
The revenge map. Kenny is like, you did this to me last time.
Perform some sort of French dark ritual beforehand, and they swapped, energies at the beginning. I don't know what's going on. And
They dunked a baguette and gasoline, light it on fire in a shrine made out of, okay, right,
There's a YouTube video for someone to make right there.
I mean, anything is possible.
They print out some Olafmeister stickers as well, and then they toss them on the fire with the baguette, and some flames and voices come up.